But you got to find a spot that you want to take off a flake. This would be considered a platform here. It's the angles and everything make a lot of difference as to how the piece comes off. I'm going to try to take off part of this stuff on the outside. This is Cortex, just to show you what this stuff does. If you hit it wrong, it won't come off right. And they go to quarry sites and find that stuff like that that's been hit wrong all the time. You have to be careful. You have this, say, $10 rock, and you hit it wrong, you end up with a bunch of this crap at your feet. It's not good on your billfold or anything, but you find your spot, get the right hammer stone. This is kind of little for this. I didn't bring a big one. And you hit it, and hopefully you can take off a piece that will be usable. I have different types of tools that you can use to do this kind of work with. The platforms are any, like I says, any beveled surface that when you hit it, it will lend itself to traveling this distance as far or as short as you want. You have to determine how to what you want to take off. I've got an inside here. That won't travel. There's no way I can travel this through here unless I hit it real high on this, and then I'm going to end up with a clunk that's no good. So you have to take off little pieces of that and kind of flatten it out a little bit, we hope, and you get rid of that conchoid, that little indention there. And in order to get some of these things off the way you need them, you have to prepare a surface like we had the first time, where when you hit it, you can drive that piece off. And there's all kinds of little micro particles along the edge of this thing. And if you hit them on the edge, it'll crush, it'll smash down instead of taking off a big flake or a little flake with sharp edges on it. So they always had to have some kind of an abrader. You can find these in sites like you're digging up there. You'll run across some little grubby little rock made out of sandstone or stuff like this, or some kind of granitic stuff. I found that I really like this glacial slate because I can pick it up just about any place, and it seems to work out pretty good for me. Just try real hard to get rid of as much of that, to keep them from getting too soggy. But now I'm going to try to take off a piece across here. I would probably do this a little different if I had different stuff. That came off bad. If you get a bad one, that crushed a little bit on me, you've still got to, before you re-hit it again, you've got to repair this platform and get rid of the junk. That one came off a little better. So when you're on a site and start finding some of this garbage like this, you'll know a little bit about why there's so much of it and what they have to do to get this crap to come out. What you had to do is keep working this stuff down until you got something that you could apply to a tool. They use different cherts for different types of tools. Around here, they were really crazy about making hose out of Mill Creek. Most of the chert that you're going to find in the holes up there on top of the hill are probably from a quarry, like if I said 40 miles from here, called the Avon site. So I'm constantly looking for material sources. The thing is, it's all about platforms and building them, making them strong, making them the right direction, cleaning them off right, knowing where to hit something to keep from fracturing it all the way across. You'll find, I think a lot of times you find pieces of arrowheads because they broke them in the manufacturing process. That happens. Come up a lot. We have this impact or percussion that we do here. You have to try to get as much vortex off as you can. But you're going to get, I hope you kind of get the idea as to what I'm trying to do here, is get as much of this crap off, thin it out as much as possible. The whole point of making a blade, a nice thin blade, is to get it as small as you can top to bottom and then keep as much width and length on it, which is not always easy. When you first start out, like I did, some guys are naturals, I wasn't. Build things where you keep as much size as you can this way and try to reduce it in width. When you get finished getting it as small as you want, then you go to another process, which is I'm bringing real good ones, which is something that I've got set up here and what they usually let students do or first timers. We do pressure flaking. There's a lot of different types of pressure flakers. Like I said, I've got tines that I use. These are both whitetail. I've got a copper with a fiber handle on it. You have to make a spot. You have to make a flat spot, find a place you want to take off. You make a flat spot. Make sure you abrade it. Otherwise, you'll end up with a real nice scar. Put the edge of whatever you're using pressure flake on the side. Hopefully it won't slip off or split. Push down and in. See where I'm thinning this out a little bit. That'll be easy to see it. The thickness there where I'm coming around, that was done with this antler tine. And when you guys start pressure flaking, if you want to try some of this stuff, to help yourself to my tools here, it doesn't, you can use whatever this stuff you want.
How exactly are you holding this? I don't think anyone knows. Look like.
Uh-oh, we're bleeding again. Flint napping is a dangerous activity. Don't try this without proper supervision.
Oh, you can do anything over here. What's the artifact?
Well,
I don't know.
look at me. What is happening? I need direction, really.
I use it like that.
Okay, anybody who can make a projectile point today gets an A in class automatically.
I'm making it. I'm doing it.
There you go.
Way to inspire them. Ready to 4 point go?
Challenge accepted.
Do something. Look at that. 2 has string for this.
Alright, you'll make a rectangle, is that so?
Does anybody have anything close to awesome yet?
Jackie split a rock.
minutes.
Look at
You got-
sort of close.
You're cheating.
Very nice. You're getting there.
She started
Looks
with
dangerous at least.
Hey.
Christine, have you cut yourself again yet?
No, I'm good. Only one cut so far.
Cody? Wow. Cody started with a big chunk.
Now you're calling me dumb. Now she's calling me dumb.
What you got?
There.
Oh, that's not bad. Looks dangerous. Okay, now you have to half it. What do you got?
Square.
Square. I don't think they killed the squares, but
You never know.
How about that? I tried and I just keep getting wood on.
Jackie, you got anything?
Yeah,
Okay, there's
A rock.
another one.
yeah, this little freeform's not really good for that. You need something that you can build an edge, something thick enough to hit, to knock off a flake.
Smack it like that.
Yeah,
I don't want to hit it, but like that.
yeah, that's how you would drive the flake off on the inside.
This is,
Same thing with what you done. You hit that thing.
very nice
Well, you find a platform.
Like this area.
Like here, yeah, like right here. You hit that right there, it should take.
I can't identify the fix, but I can't hit it from this way.
No, you hit it on
Still like
the top this way.
I love that.
And drive it down, hit it right here. And that would take that piece off that way. You wanna know
How's it going over here? Do we have works of art yet?
Oh, a total work of art.
Oh wow, look at that.
Get me a definite C+, right?
C+, that sounds fair.
Sounds fair.
Sounds
that stuff that comes out of this bowling green or someplace around there.
Yeah. Nice. Wow, very nice. Well done. See, we got some raw talent here.
Yeah, obsidian's already been cooked.
Yeah.
I have a question about this, like, thing like that. What would be the best way to get rid of this?
The best way to get rid of that is whatever way. The way to get those out is to work farther into this way.
Grace has two baby ones.
Area that.
I have what I call a scraper. It doesn't look like that. Let me see a scraper.
Here, you have to be down farther this way.
All right.
I think it's beautiful and that's all that matters.
And that's really.
No, I don't think it's beautiful.
It's all right. At least you're not bleeding.
It's true.